Malfunction real quick. Go on.
What are we talking about?
What are you doing now, Jacen?
Kind of like completing the other side. Just kind of like
Jacen, do you love doing makeup?
I do. And it's funny because I never thought that I would be a makeup artist. And I can actually thank Ballroom for that. But I kind of always like doing stuff artistic. I think I'm too creative for a 9 to 5.
Kelly, could you be a makeup artist?
No.
Straight up, you couldn't do it?
No, I couldn't. First of all, like the little things that I do know about applying makeup and doing things, like I can do my own face, but I can't do nobody else's face. And some of my other daughters, you know, well, they paint her own face down. But some of my other daughters be like, "Oh, can you do that for me? Can you?" And I'd be like,
I think a lot of people are like that. They can do their own makeup, but they can't do the next person.
I can't do nobody else's, bitch. I just can't. It's just not my. It's not my thing. Like I know how to do hair and everything, but I just choose not to. You know, I don't know how to cut or curl, but I know how to sew weave in. I could definitely sew weave in, bitch. Buddy.
Give you headaches.
Baby, yes, bitch.
The last time I ever let Kelly do my hair, that was in 2005. For that latex ball. She gave me a headache for a whole month. I was gagging.
It was that tight?
Never again.
But that weave ain't come out, Miss Nigga.
And she dyed my hair blonde. So by the time I took the weave out, my hair fell out.
Really?
Thanks to Kelly. Yup.
But that weave ain't come out. Bitch, if I do somebody here, bitch, I don't want nobody to say, oh,
I had loose tracks.
My tracks started slipping.
2 days later.
My tracks started slipping and shit, bitch, nah. Shout out to the Dope Boy Entertainment.
What is the Dope Boy Entertainment you always talking about?
You know, just shout out to the Dope Boy.
What is Dope Boy Entertainment?
It's just the Dope Boy, you know. I gotta shout him out, you know, every time I get around. You know, it is what it is. Shout outs.
But who is Dope? Who is that? Who is that?
Just a friend.
Kelly, you know it's a question we've never asked you.
Yes.
You ready?
What is it?
Are you having good sex?
Excuse me?
Are you having good sex?
I have wonderful sex. Oh, I haven't had sex in a minute, but what I do have.
What's a minute?
In a minute.
What's a minute?
But when I do have sex, it's definitely great. It's definitely wonderful.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do you like messing with the transgenders and butchers? Like, do you mess with butch queens or no?
I'm not gonna say I don't. I haven't been with a butch queen in a long time, but it's just something about me. I don't like. It's a lot of butch queens that like me, but I don't like butch queens that like me.
Why?
Because I don't. Because I don't like the butch queens. I don't like the butch queens that like the girls.
So you don't like the train chasers?
I don't like the butch queens that like the girls. It has to be a butch queen that don't like the girls. Because after they deal with this, I know.
So basically, you gotta like them and get them into you.
And get them into, you know, dealing with the girl. Those are the type of boys that I like. Because the other ones, baby, please. It's just a mess. But I love my AGs and my TRANSMAN. That's where it's at, honey.
I ain't gonna lie, after watching the TRANSMAN category, at the last couple balls, I'm about to cross over. And I ain't never had sex with a girl.
That's fucked up.
But I will consider it.
If there's a trans man and you referring to them as a girl, that's like you referring
No, I'm not, excuse me, you never said what I would do with them sexually.
I'm just saying, period. If you're referring to them as a girl and they are a trans man, that is disrespectful.
Okay, excuse me, disrespectful, because I will take plastic. You heard that first, out of my mouth.
You would take plastic?
What? Yes, the way them trans men is set up, baby, please. No problem, boo.
I definitely gotta give a shout out. I definitely give a shout out to.
He wasn't ready for that.
Diggy Ebony and Maria Ebony. Definitely shout out to them. You know the children are best. You know that last video that me and China Doll did in the house, honey. The children started a whole bunch of controversy.
About what?
You know, with that video, honey.
Why?
With you know, because the girls are just late, Miss Thing, honey.
They were loving you and her chemistry, weren't they?
They was loving our chemistry, but you know, just late queens, Miss Thing, and just like to, you know, try to stir pot. Miss Thing said I was talking about Diggy in my video.
Wait a minute.
You wasn't though, right?
No, I wasn't talking about Diggy. I was talking about the the cat.
The cat.
Yeah, the cat. Honey. Big shout outs to Khadidra and Nicole. I haven't seen y'all in a long time. This thing. When are y'all coming out of hibernation?
Shout out to the crackhead.
Honey. Hey. Shout out to Pookie from New Jack City.
Who Pookie from New Jack City?
Who is that?
Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
I guess that's a blind item. What you think about Justin Bieber getting arrested?
Yeah.
Honestly.
What do y'all think about the whole situation with Deja?
I think it's unfortunate.
Wow. You're being for real right now?
Yeah, I'm being for real.
I think it's unfortunate.
I think it's really sad, and you know what bothers me though? I really wonder, y'all, like for real, like, did she know what she was doing when she did the pictures and stuff like that? Do you think she knew, like, that? Do you think she knew honestly that, okay, I'm doing this and it's gonna be nationally seen and people's gonna read these articles?
But do you think she cared? That's the
my opinion of the situation. I didn't think she did the video because allegedly she wanted to get. Well, my thing that she wanted to get money to get high. I don't never think that she thought that it was going to reach back to the community.
Do you think Deja's ever gonna come back out into the scene again?
Deja can definitely come back. She just needs the right people to just.
No. I'm not saying can't. Of course she can, but do you think she's going to come back? Do you think that she can come out of this where she's at right now?
Yeah,
because obviously she's in a dark place.
I definitely do.
What do you think it is, though? Honestly, like, what do you think it is? Do you think that it's the wrong people around her? No people around her?
It's just like when you're born and raised in these situations, and that's all you see when you grow up, and that's all that you've been around. You know, it's hard to take it, and beat the cycle. It's a lot of people. That's a lot of things that they do in their adult life. It comes from their childhood, and it's hard to take it, and beat that stigma, and and fight it, and like she said in the interview, she dealt with this already with her biological mother, so it was something that she was already, that she had in her.
Well, how do you feel? Because you've known Deja a long time. I've known Deja a long time.
I feel bad. I feel bad. And when I seen her out there by my house, I read her. And but it's like,
for 1 second.
What can you do? It's not much you can do.
What do you feel could be done? If you could do something, what would you do?
If I could do something, if I knew that, that I could, people like that, you can't trust them around in your house and stuff and everything. If I could,
because they will steal from you.
Because they will steal from you. They don't care who you are at that point because they're in this dark place. So if I could, I would bring her into my house and try to help her and clean her up and stuff. But you don't want to have to sleep with one eye open and one eye closed to take it, and help somebody. But God willing that she definitely, get herself together.
What do you feel, Jacen?
It's unfortunate. Like, it's just, I don't even know what to say, but I just think that as a community, like, I just wish there was other resources that were available for us to kind of prevent that stuff. But it's crazy because I can honestly say, like, growing up in the scene, like, they always be like, oh, don't do drugs, don't do this, don't do that, don't do X, Y, Z. But when you're around it so much, it's just it's hard to kind of, like, if you're not strong, should I say, you'll fall victim to it. It's an unfortunate situation that she fell victim and she hit basically rock bottom where she's at right now. But I think that from dealing with somebody in my family, who dealing with drug addiction or alcoholism is a sickness. And until they're able to deal with those demons on their own, it ain't really much that none of us can do. They got to be able to face the music. And God, God willing, we don't end up finding, Deja hurt or,
Worse.
or worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just hope that doesn't happen. Wait, don't talk for 1 second, Taylor.
What? How do you feel about it?
About Deja's situation?
Yeah.
I feel like it's very sad. Like, I'm sure she has people who could actually help her or like something. And for her to get that far, it's heartbreaking. Like, I seen her around Kelly's Way, like, in November, I want to say. Around November.
Did y'all
I
speak?
didn't even recognize her.
Oh, you didn't know?
We was both standing by the register and she was standing next to me. And then she said, Naomi, and I looked up, I was like, oh, hey, Deja. And I gave her a hug. And I didn't really like get into her until like now that I hear all this other stuff, I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
I mean, even not to just focus on Deja. I mean, if you look at the videos of Samantha Revlon, and Samantha Revlon from Philly, and like Samantha is
You knew
smart.
Samantha back in the day, right, Kelly?
Yeah, but you know
Samantha
what?
is smart.
I
Like,
definitely do think that Deja is gonna come back, honey. You know, she's definitely, you know, Letitia is definitely
A testimony.
Is definitely a testimony and of a girl, and she's not ashamed to tell you her story. She's definitely a testimony to a girl that was out there doing everything that she was doing, and definitely came back and beat the odds. Mistake. She's got her own little, I'm not gonna say little, but she got her. What is it called?
Her T-string business.
A T-string business, a T-strings by Letitia.
Shout out to Letitia.
Shout out to Letitia. She definitely is a girl that go to church every Sunday and stuff and that stuff.
And still have fun.
And still have fun and be able to come out and be able to party and, you know, and still be sober about the situation. Deja needs to be able to fight that because she keeps going into these rehabs and coming back, but she doesn't, you know, she's not beating it the way she needs to beat it. And I think one day she's definitely going to overcome, and she's going to be definitely a testimony just like Letitia.
all right, no talking about that.